Most riders don't go down on sunny days, they go down when the skies open up. Rain doesn't just make things wet, it changes the rules. The surface that felt stable yesterday turns slick, unpredictable, and unforgiving. Tiny mistakes that mean nothing in the dry can wreck a ride in seconds. And yet, it's not bad luck that takes most riders out. It's the same few mistakes repeated again and again. Today, we're breaking down the 9 rain mistakes that quietly catch riders off guard every year and how to fix them before they fix you. Mistake 1. Riding too fast in the wet. Wet pavement steals traction, quietly. Even a small patch of water cuts tire grip by up to half. But most riders don't adjust speed enough. They ride like it's still sunny and the road punishes them for it. At just 40 miles per hour, a thin puddle can cause hydroplaning, where the tire rides on top of water instead of through it. Once that happens, you're no longer steering or braking, you're sliding. So, how fast is too fast? As a rule of thumb, cut your dry pace in half when the rain starts. If you normally take a corner at 30 miles per hour, bring it down to 15. The slower pace gives your tires a chance to bite through the water layer and keep traction. And remember, those first few minutes of rain are the worst, but more on that later. Mistake 2. Braking too hard or too late. It's instinct. You see danger, you grab the brake. But in the rain, that instinct can cost you the bike. When the road is wet, braking forces have to spread evenly between the front and rear tires. Grabbing only the front lever or braking suddenly overloads that tire instantly. One lockup and you're on the ground. So brake early and brake smoothly. Ease off the throttle first, then apply both brakes with gradual, balanced pressure. If you feel the wheels slide, release slightly to let it regain grip. You can also downshift early to use engine braking, which slows you down without overwhelming the tires. In wet conditions, your stopping distance can double or even triple. What was safe yesterday becomes dangerous today. So look further ahead, anticipate earlier, and never rely on panic stops. And speaking of traction, the way you lean in the rain changes everything. Mistake 3. Overleaning through turns. On dry roads, leaning feels natural. But on wet pavement, it's one of the fastest ways to lose traction. When you lean hard, your tire's contact patch, the tiny area that touches the road, shrinks. On dry asphalt, that's fine. But when the surface is wet, you need every bit of grip you can get. Experts recommend keeping the bike more upright and shifting your body slightly to the inside if you need to corner. That way, you still turn, but with more rubber on the road. Slow before the corner, coast gently through it, and roll on the throttle smoothly on exit. No sudden throttle, no sharp inputs. Think flow, not force. Overleaning is how most riders lose it mid-turn in the rain. But even perfect control won't help if you, or the people around you, can't see.
Mistake 4. Poor visibility. Rain doesn't just reduce traction, it blinds everyone. Your headlight glare bounces off the water, your visor fogs, and cars stop noticing you. To them, you're just another shimmer in the storm. Always ride with your headlights and running lights on, day or night. Wear reflective rain gear or bright accents. Even small ones can double your visibility. Your helmet matters too. Keep a clear visor, avoid tinted shields at night, and treat the surface with an anti-fog or water-repellent spray. Crack it open slightly to prevent fog buildup. If you can't see clearly, neither can others. And that leads to the next mistake, riding in the wrong part of the lane when conditions are at their worst. Mistake 5. Wrong lane or road positioning. The middle of the lane might seem safest, but when the rain starts, it becomes a trap. That's where oil, grease, and fuel residue collect, right where car tires don't touch. When it rains, that buildup lifts to the surface, turning the center strip into liquid ice. Instead, ride in the tire tracks left by cars. Those are the cleanest and driest sections of pavement. But watch for the edges. Gravel, paint lines, and metal covers all get dangerously slick when wet. If you need to cross painted stripes or steel plates, do it upright and slowly, without leaning or braking. Positioning is everything. The wrong line can mean losing traction before you even see the problem. And even with perfect lane choice, some riders forget the simplest rule: distance. In dry weather, a 2-second gap might be enough. In the rain, it's not even close. Wet roads increase stopping distance, but riders rarely adjust their spacing. Tailgating or weaving between cars in the rain is asking for trouble. Experts recommend doubling your following distance, at least 4 seconds between you and the vehicle ahead. That cushion gives you time to react if traffic slows or if a car splashes water across your path. Also, avoid sitting directly behind trucks or SUVs. Their spray can completely block your vision. If you can't see their mirrors, they can't see you. And while most people focus on how to ride during the rain, the real danger starts right at the beginning. Mistake 7. Ignoring the first 10 minutes of rain. Here's the thing. The first few minutes of rainfall are the deadliest. When rain first hits the pavement, it mixes with months of oil, fuel, and dust baked into the surface. The result? A thin, slippery film that's worse than ice. That slick layer doesn't wash away until steady rain clears it. So if the drizzle just started, don't rush out. Wait 10 to 15 minutes if you can, or ride like the ground is coated in soap. Many riders crash not because the storm was bad, but because they left the garage too early. Once the waters had time to rinse the surface, traction actually improves, but only if you don't fall for the next illusion.
Mistake 8. Trusting car tire tracks too much. Every rider's heard it. Stick to the car tracks, they're drier. And that's true, mostly, but what no one tells you is that car tires don't clear water evenly. Modern cars channel water outward, leaving strips of dry and wet patches mixed together. Ride exactly in the middle of a car track and you might hit a wet ridge right where your bike's front tire sits. The fix? Position slightly off-center from the car track, not directly in it. That way, you ride the driest part without following the deep grooves that collect water. Also watch for heavy trucks. Their tires dig deeper and create ruts that trap standing water. Following too close in those tracks can flood your tire and cause a sudden slide. And even after the sky's clear, one more danger remains. Mistake 9. Forgetting post-rain maintenance. The ride might be over, but the risk isn't. Rain doesn't just hit the road, it seeps into your chain, brakes, and cables. If you park your bike wet and forget about it, corrosion starts quietly overnight. After every wet ride, take 5 minutes to clean and dry your bike. Wipe the rotors, check your brake pads, and re-lube the chain. Water washes away oil from critical parts faster than you'd think. Also inspect your tires for embedded debris. Rain pulls small stones into tread grooves, which can cause leaks later. Neglecting maintenance after rain doesn't cause a crash today, but it might cause one next week. Riding in rain isn't about luck. It's about control, the kind that comes from preparation, awareness, and respect for the road. You can't stop the storm, but you can stop the 9 mistakes that turn it into a danger zone. Because the truth is simple. Rain doesn't take riders out. Riders take themselves out by forgetting the rules that keep them upright. Slow down, stay smooth, stay visible, and remember, every drop of rain on your visor is a reminder that you're still in control.